Today we are taking a look at the official Garry's Mod mode of Sandbox. So here we are on the new and dramatically improved flat grass map. So right here in the spawn menu, first up we've got the humans, and I accidentally double clicked on this fella right here, and this is the amalgamation that spawned on my screen because of that. Where do I bury these corpses? Oh, okay, finally they separated, that's good. The ragdoll noises sound a lot more eerie than they do in GMOD. Yuck, it really sounds like a wet and squishy dead body. But I wouldn't know that. How would I know what a wet and squishy dead body sounds like? Just an assumption, of course, guys. Next, we've got a bunch of nature props to spawn in here, including this coconut tree. For some reason, I can't really move it around like I can the ragdolls. Next, we've got a bunch of furniture to spawn in here. And I gotta say that the art style is fairly different from GMOD. Like, it looks a lot less realistic and looks a bit more cartoony, I should say. Now we can spawn a bunch of animals in here, including whatever this thing is. I am not over exaggerating. A couple of weeks ago I happened to see a baby with a face exactly like this. Why don't you have a seat right here, baby? Oops, sorry, I'm sorry. Hey baby, I'm sorry. What is this thing right here? Okay, so that's a human head and they just skipped a torso and they jumped straight to the legs. And instead of feet, he just has two gigantic big toes. What sort of horrors does Garry Newman create in his basement, man? We've got a bunch of props in here. Now, I'm not really sure which are the official props of Sandbox and which are just sort of like snatched from the internet and from other Sandbox games. And while I like to have a large variety of choices, I feel like for the official Sandbox mode, this would actually be a much smaller choice. I don't know why, that would just feel a bit more professional than just seeing a whole bunch of random crap in here. Like, I'm sorry to anyone who's created any of this stuff, it's not crap, it just doesn't necessarily fit into this game. So I've managed to spawn this horse statue in here. Now we've got a bunch of toys we can spawn, including these cat versions of Hatsune Miku, I think. I don't know what that is. Get out of here. Now we've got a bunch of food that we can spawn, including this gingerbread man.
What are you so happy about? Get out of here!
Okay, now we've got a whole bunch of tools here, and I gotta say the tool gun actually looks pretty darn cool. Even cooler than the one we have in GMOD, I suppose. The fizz gun has obviously not been developed as of yet. Like, it's just a random pistol that they've chosen for now. Now the camera, on the other hand, while you can't actually see it being held in your hand, it's got a kind of unique filter to it. Like, the stuff that you aren't actually focused on looks blurry in your peripheral vision, so that's kind of cool. I like this effect. So the duplicator works a little bit different from Garry's mod. Like, if I right click on this bench right here, it just spawns in my crosshair and I can aim and place it wherever I want by left clicking, and then I can duplicate it how many ever times I want. Next we've got the wheel right here, and yeah, I really like how this kind of looks on my crosshair. I know that GMOD has a similar effect, but this definitely looks better for sure. Let me just place one wheel right here and another one right here. There aren't any instructions on how to use the wheel though, so I'm not really sure if they're actually supposed to work or not. I'm pressing a bunch of buttons but nothing seems to be happening. Then we've got a bunch of constraints here, and the ones that I'm actually interested in seeing right here are the elastic ones. So I'm gonna attach one to this chair and one to the other, and this is what the elastic constraint looks like right now. Let me pull one of these benches and there it comes along. You know, the loading times for this game take absurdly long, at least for my external hard drive. But graphic wise and gameplay wise, everything is pretty smooth. And the physics, I do feel like they're better than GMOD. Next I want to check this mass tool out. So this is how heavy this little human being feels right now. I mean, yeah. So now with the mass tool, we can set it to about 1000 kilograms or 1 ton straight up. And I've done that right now. Now when I try to lift this guy up, actually it still feels exactly the same. Okay, what if I throw this guy on top of my head? Nothing really happens. So I'm not sure what exactly the mass tool is supposed to do, or if it's even working right now or not. This is all a work in progress, of course. Now we've got this remover tool, and for some reason you can add your dad's name in here. I don't know why. Do I just click on this guy? Yep, it removed him, alright. There's even an option to remove hair, so I'm not sure what this is all about. Like, what does all of this even do? Is this all set up as a joke here, or do these things even make any difference. Finally, we've got the resizer tool right here, and I want to try it on the horse statue. Let's make it as big as it is in Gmod. Okay, so I just simply hold on to this guy. I like how there's no extra visual effects as there are in Gmod, like it's just resizing itself. That's pretty nice. Okay, this is about as big as this statue gets in Gmod, and yeah, I've placed him on the ground. That's pretty cool. What about resizing ragdolls though? How does that work? Like, will it resize only his head or something like that? Let's try it out. Yes, that's how it works. So same way as it does in Gmod. And things are starting to get a little bit weird right now. Ew! Gross! Okay, how big can I make his head? Okay, big enough that it's going to swallow the rest of his body. You know, if your head is that large, you can't really blame it for doing that. It needs a lot of nutrients and stuff, you know. Okay, is it just going to start no-clipping out of the roof? Yes, it is. Oh no, it's no-clipping to the floor, I think. I can't really tell. It's getting a bit too large for comfort though. I like how the rest of the body is really struggling to survive now. I feel like I've created an alien. Okay, it's going down. No! Giant head, no, don't leave me! Giant head! Giant head! No, don't leave me! I don't want to be all alone! I'm just kidding, guys. I've got Shrek right here to keep me company. Isn't that right, old friend? Yeah, it is. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Click here to watch a video where I compared Sandbox to Gmod. So I've been Jazif, this has been Shrek, you've been my audience, thank you for watching, and goodbye.